Hi guys, Karen
Hi.
here and Christy, my little sis,
Little big.
little. Okay, I'm gonna refrain from saying that. Okay, we wanted to share a brief video, hopefully 5 minutes. Hopefully,
Oh, nice.
if Craig can refrain from talking too much. We wanted to share a little bit about what we do because we're hoping that we can help. Well, let me see. We're hoping that we can help others who, what we have learned, hoping that it will help other people.
Right.
Okay, does that make sense? What we're going to do is talk briefly about what we do, and we actually do a lot, and there's no way that we could do this in under 5 minutes, for sure. We do a lot of creativity. We do a lot of taking something that maybe was thrown away or something old or something broken, and we fix it. We try to get it back the way that it was originally designed. So what we do in the natural realm with gardening, and we do a lot of God, what would you call that? Renovating. We have a lot of old stuff that we take and make it look new again, with not taking out its
Or if it's old, we make it look good again. Whatever, something like that.
And it's kind of what the whole family does. It's not just us. We have a lot of in the family. But what we wanted to share with you today is what we do in the natural realm, we also do in the spiritual realm. So a lot of times, coming from my background and Kris' background and a lot of other people's background, sometimes you would be considered as maybe thrown out or not much use for. And I know personally, for me, I've always felt thrown out, rejected, not much use for me. I wasn't good enough, on all these, not good enough, didn't have any good qualities in me, and so on. And I know that I'm not the only one that speaks that way or thinks that way.
Right.
And when me and Kris got together, probably, I don't know, 20 years ago,
About
maybe?
20 years, yeah.
And I remember Kris used to be like, she was my little sister, and I was already in ministry, but she was, is it alright if I say this? She was so shy. Oh my, so shy.
Oh my,
So shy. If you
Scared.
put her in front of anywhere to speak, she would just
Cry.
She cried.
I cried. Tears. A lot. And ran.
Yes. And now, 20 years later, or what have you, she now ministers and encourages and helps people. She gets in front of people and teaches powerfully.
I'm not shy anymore.
She's not shy anymore.
No more.
Okay. So what I'm trying to say is that I think today we've been talking a lot about people who feel, I don't know if rejected is a good word,
or just left out, possibly.
Yeah, left out, or an outcast,
or isolated, or
like you don't matter. And
any of those types of emotions or feelings, basically.
Yes. And I can speak from my own experience and from other people's experience. I'm sure Kris,
and mine,
her experience too. And we used to feel that way, like an outcast or isolated, whatever.
Left out, something like that.
Because we're different. And that just means that we're just different.
Everybody's different. Right.
Yes.
Everybody has their way.
Yes. And when we find who we really are, or who we're created to be, or even what gifts that we were given, and I don't know, it just opens up a whole new realm, I guess you could say.
Right.
Anyway, ever since then, we started. The more that you understand who you are and your gifts and who you are as a person, and how things sort of work and operate, we're sort of like problem solvers. So when
We try to be.
yeah, we can't solve
We
every
try our
problem,
best.
but when we see a
Right,
problem
right.
or when we see a dysfunction, right away our
Right.
brains start
We
clicking.
think about how
can
to
we
fix
fix it?
Right.
That goes with people. That
And sometimes
goes
we
with
break it before we fix it, but we get it done.
yes. Our intention is to always do good, and every person who is pioneering or forerunning something that's
Right.
never been done before,
Leading something,
there's no
right.
blueprint for it. So when you do it, you're gonna make mistakes.
Yeah.
Which we've had, right?
Oh, we had them. That's why I
Yeah.
said we break it before we fix
Yeah,
it.
yeah. We've made mistakes.
We'll break it and then fix it.
Yes. But the good thing about
Yes.
being a problem solver is that you will always look to see where did I go wrong. I need to fix where I
learn
went
from
wrong.
our mistakes, definitely.
Yes, and we even do it in ourselves. So
Yes,
today,
definitely.
I'm known to be a long talker, so I'm trying to cut it down. So today we want to encourage you that if you feel that left out or even confused or rejected or
Not worthy of
not
something.
worthy, oh my God, that's such a big one.
Yeah.
Just know, if that happened to you, if you feel that way, then that really tells me that there's something in you that is greater than what is happening to you. There's a reason why that's happening to you, and I can say that because I know that for myself, and being brought up and told all these things and feeling no self-worth. Well, it all changed, and I'm not saying now that we've arrived or anything like that, but I know that God put in us good qualities, and that each person has been given measures of these things, and we're here to encourage you to not give up.
Right.
And you know, if you're creative, create. If you're a good talker, then you know,
use whatever you have. Right?
Yes, and yes, and the more you do it, the more you get confident, and the more you build yourself up and help others to build themselves up.
Yeah.
We like to build people up. That's what we like to do.
Yeah.
We like to tell people, you're not a loser, you're not done, it's not over.
And if you make mistakes, you'll learn from them.
Yes.
Don't be scared to make mistakes or to fail, because sometimes you learn that way better anyways.
Yes, you do. And
I've got stronger through my mistakes and my failures than through.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
And I know I can, whenever
So basically we failed to get to this point. So we're telling you, if you fail, you can make it to overcome.
Yes, overcomers. Yes,
We're
that's
overcomers.
one of my favorite words
Yes.
is overcomers. And
We see the beauty in everything, especially with Karen. She's always taught us nothing goes in the trash. So we learn to overcome everything. Everyone is beautiful, and special, and different. And we learn to balance that and learn each other's personalities, the way they operate and everything, so we could all work together is the goal.
Yes, and I like
To complement each other.
yes, and sometimes I have to be corrected because I don't like to throw stuff away.
Yeah, sometimes.
And I say nothing goes in the trash. Everything can be fixed. I have that mentality. So,
So we learned that keeping cardboard boxes, they can go in the trash.
yes, and I'm getting better at it. Some
Yes,
things
she is.
I'm assuming need to be thrown in the trash.
Yes, with certain items.
Yeah. And so we want to encourage you today to
be creative, be awesome.
yes, and let me say this really quick if I can. What we want to do is also introduce you to what we do as a ministry.
Yes.
And our ministry not maybe centers around not just healing and deliverance, but
the majority of it is.
a big part of it is healing and deliverance. And
right.
people, whether or not, whatever condition that they're in, we always like to point to them, there's a way out. Nobody has to stay that way.
Right.
There's always a way out, always. So healing deliverance ministry, we like to help people with everyone
it's like
has
an inner
different-
healing,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, an inner healing. If you get the inner healed, then the outer can be healed. So I just want to let
So we're
you guys
trying to
know.
do both, like it all together.
Yeah,
Inner, out, and all that.
yeah. And just introducing to you our ministry, what we do.
Right.
We help people. There's a lot of things that people get under sometimes,
Yeah.
and we like to help them get out,
Yeah.
because
So
usually
we like to draw the beauty out.
yes,
We want to see the beauty in everything and
yes,
pull it out.
yeah, and we counsel people, and you know, pretty much a lot of times we'll do whatever we have to do to help people get out of that and get back on their feet and going again. So we wanted to let you know too that that's part of what we do.
Yes.
Is also ministry, and we help people, and
yes.
we, you know, everybody, like I said, in the trash, nothing goes in the trash,
Right.
and there's always help. And
Yes.
one of the things that I think is very important to know is that God loves you.
Yes.
God loves you.
Yes, He does.
You know, sometimes the whole world may reject you, and people
God
might
loves
reject
you.
you. But I tell you what, I've been walking with Him for over
Yes.
20 years now, and nobody
Nobody.
has ever, and I don't think they ever will, come close to the love that my Father, our
That our
Father
Father has,
in
yes.
heaven has
For us.
for you,
For you.
and
For us.
for me,
Yes.
and for us.
Yes.
And love is a lot of times what's missing. Feeling loved
Right.
and accepted.
Yes.
And that's what we're here. God is saying to us that you are loved.
You're
We are loved.
Yes.
Hard to
Yes.
believe sometimes, but
Right.
it's the truth. We are loved.
We are loved.
Okay? So we're going to leave you with that. I'm scratching
She's
my
gone.
mosquito bite. So if you
Okay.
want to, just message us. And
Right.
if you want to help us be creative in the yard, do a thumbs up
Right. Right. Yeah.
and say, I want to help you be creative in the yard.
Yes.
I have a very corny magnet on my refrigerator, and it's a thumbs up like this, and it says, this is the only finger I give people. Okay? We love you guys.
We love you.
We'll
Have a
talk to
great
you
day.
later.
Bye.